Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the backup show. It doesn't really. There's nothing to actually adequately have a fun, catchy title here. It's just more Doki Literature Club with me, Action Shakespeare, and of course my friends who have always been here. Public Opinion.
I'm the Sundaria one.
Yeah, and B-Drops. Yeah, and we know which one that is.
Hi, I'm sorry.
And that's it. We don't have any other friends.
Not today.
Not never. Who?
Oh.
It's always been a three-person crew.
This is all three members of the full nasty string crew. We need a fourth one for the school to recognize us.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll never go to regionals. Or make it to the festival. Whatever. I got my school tropes mixed up.
We have to become a recognized club first.
How else will we save the rec center?
Yeah. Before Tanabata. Let me just fire up my fucking
What's our
Commodore
rival
6.
club?
Hello, Monica. So, I feel like I for rival club I was literally about to mention most any major YouTubers. But maybe that's shooting a little too high. Our sworn enemies, Rooster Teeth.
Dang.
But yeah,
there's a couple people who work with them though. I don't know. They seem pretty chill.
Oh,
Oh.
I have work to do. Oh, you gotta. Oh, that's fun though. These side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. Well, that's nice. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing the special scenes in Doki Literature Club. Okay, well, I guess we have a task.
I mean, we could go through the ones we got and then.
Yeah, well, we can start with part 1 of these two. So it should. I don't know. It'll probably be an okay stream, right? It'll probably be okay. There probably won't be any scary stuff. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh.
Listen, we're here. We're here for you.
I don't know what to expect anymore.
The content warning will give us a heads up if.
Yeah, that's you.
I do believe.
Listen,
hopefully
I put Herschel in the chat. He'll protect you.
He's just there with his wee beady eyes.
I love his beady little eyes.
Hey, that's a new map.
Ooh.
That's a new background. Soccer trial, bake sale. Hello.
Hello.
Here,
okay, everyone.
Sorry, let me just check settings real quick. We still have enabled content warnings. Okay.
Okay.
Just in case. I don't know.
You don't want me to surprise you? The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? I miss debate club. What? Who knew it'd be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. Oh. I'm really starting to lose confidence.
Monica is the only member of the literature club.
No!
In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless.
Am I going about this wrong?
Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?"
Maybe no one is into literature enough to pick it over their other club interests. I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision. But what kind of vision?
Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing.
Oh, dang, I feel that.
Losing consciousness. This literature club is drugged.
I'm assuming that's P.O.
Yeah.
Hello?
Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I never do this.
Is this the napping club? Boom.
Got him!
No, this is...
Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is in fact the literature club.
This is the literature club.
Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a sec.
I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional of me to do that.
Don't apologize. I do that all the time.
Oh,
Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody?
well, about that. This is everybody.
Really? Just you?
But we're getting more members. I'm really working hard on it.
Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president.
Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications?
Well, I'm better at napping than you.
Dang.
Maybe I should be president.
Now you're just making fun of me.
Oh no, this is actually cute.
This is so cute.
Oh, this is gonna make me feel real bad about everything that goes on in the main game, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the shit I
Oh.
craved, though.
I'm sorry.
What was your name?
Sayori.
Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really, really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but... it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president.
I mean, I'm sure that...
Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori.
I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I find a few more members at least?
Well, no. I want to join now.
Really?
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing, and you should be proud of it, you know? So, let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so...
I'm legitimately going to start crying.
No! Pain. We thought there would be pain. We thought there would be scares, but there's only pain.
Oh. Yuck. Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way.
Monica. That's such a cool name.
Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up.
Ah, but you're smiling.
Well, I didn't say it didn't work.
Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes their name is already written on it.
So, what do we do first?
Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members.
I can do that.
Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission.
My mission is to make everyone happy.
Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it.
Hey, do you like hugs?
You a hugger?
I guess so?
Sayuri suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, then let's go.
Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides,
Sorry. I was too busy staring like that one Lisa Simpson image.
Yeah, same.
Sayuri whispers loudly. Stage whisper.
hug energy is what keeps me at my best.
Hug energy?
Monica laughs. Although Sayuri is very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But
Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people.
Yeah, me too.
ugly crying. Ugh, we're still going. A day passes, and the time comes for the literature club, Monica and Sayuri, to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive at the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayuri.
It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayuri changed her mind about joining? No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. But I'm getting kind of worried.
Suddenly, Sayuri comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper.
Sorry I'm late. I'm here!
It's okay. Welcome back.
And...
Sayuri spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet onto Monica's desk.
bam!
Oh, what's this?
Hey! Alright, Pio.
Take my hand. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me, while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland.
Girls.
Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Sayori?
Of course. Wait. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper.
Oh, oh no! Oh no! My heart. Huh?
I wasn't ready to show that yet. I'm so embarrassed. Goo.
Monica flips over Monica flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members.
Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often?
I do, but I'm sure not anywhere near as good as at it as you are.
Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week after I wrote it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know.
I feel it.
I feel that so hard. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be or something like that. That's how I feel every time I try to keep a journal.
Aw. You should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president.
I guess you're not wrong there. I do need to, like, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that.
And what?
You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah! I would love that. Such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right?
Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. I'm so glad you showed me. Well, even if it was by accident.
Me too. Felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. And I'll try to show you more of them in the future.
I'd love that. Oh, geez, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, me too. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together?
My brain stormed so hard. It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster.
Fucking same, girl. Fuck.
Wow. Sorry, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes.
I was hungry. But it's a good idea. Isn't it?
Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have the chance to give people cupcakes?
You know, like when they come into the club. What if we had said we have free cupcakes on the flyers?
I'm, like, kind of worried that that would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know?
Like a protagonist.
Wrong kinds?
People would just come for the cupcakes and then leave.
Ah, nobody would do that. That'd be mean.
But, you know, I want to find people who are really into literature. Even if they don't know it yet. Let's see, the next thing on the list. Hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it.
Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know? Like in the morning or during lunch. And we tell them to check out the literature club.
Well, the problem with that is, like, wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they're just reading for fun?
Well, we could ask them. Then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry. Oh.
Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just putting them up on the wall. I'd definitely like to start doing that.
I'm useful.
I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What would we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people.
What if you told them about the club activities and stuff?
What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that.
She heard you.
You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of the literature club?
Probably like... Literature is stupid.
Oh, no.
I'm joining the anime club.
imitating protagonists.
What the heck?
Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, what if I said we, like, do group reading and discuss it together?
I would probably nap through that.
That's you, Sayori.
Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know?
Ugh. This sucks. Why is this so hard?
Monica, don't be sad.
What do you like about literature, Sayori?
Me? What? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate.
Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We could, like, express your true self?
Be intimate with us.
Oh, wait. Okay, that's kind of...
I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh,
What? What is it?
I forgot all of my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me.
Rushed? But weren't... never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then?
I'll forget it if I don't do it now.
Well, I'll wait for you then.
Okay, it'll only take a second.
Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper.
Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart.
Oh!
Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame. No!
Yeah.
Shut up, I love it.
Monica!
There you go.
You startled me.
Sorry. But it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book.
Reading a book?
Let's hurry and recruit her.
Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework?
I could tell she was really into it.
Well, I guess we could take a look.
Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom, with Sayori leading the way.
Sway.
You don't have to run.
Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper.
See? In here.
Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book.
I feel like a creep doing this.
You should go inside and talk to her.
Me?
You're the and I would probably scare her away.
Oh, fine, I'll do it.
Monica takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom.
Fast.
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
Why? What happened?
Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out.
That's kind of cute.
Uh,
But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club.
I hope so. Shall we head back now?
The two head back to the club room, Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monica's still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list and with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two end in a better spot than from where they began.
Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this?
Sayori appears at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier.
Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself.
Join the literature club. Right the way into your heart. That's so cute.
I thought it was a little overdramatic.
But,
Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment.
you know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
What? What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. I feel like I could tell from talking to you today. Seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong.
Yeah, but...
Would you call yourself a perfectionist?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. But I think at the end it helps me try my hardest at everything, so I don't think it's all that bad. Like, with this club, we haven't had an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So, I'm just really afraid of it deviating from that. The vision.
Yeah, this background music is really good. I think that they listed a lot of new tracks.
Yeah, this was definitely new.
There's 13 additional music tracks apparently, so probably a couple per story.
What's the vision?
It's...
Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs.
I don't know. I just want everyone to...
Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her finger against a sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart.
I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help.
Monica returns Sayori's smile.
It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever.
Sayori nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner, and the only movement is the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn.
Time to go home?
Doing this because they don't have an LGBT club.
God.
No, I'm
yeah.
picking it up. I'm picking it up, Tila. I feel you. The ship's real.
You tell me, you're the president.
In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow.
Me too.
Sayori beams and grabs her things.
You go on ahead. I need a few minutes still.
Oh, I can wait.
That's alright. I just want some alone time.
In that case,
Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica.
good luck.
Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the club room. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed to write about now.
The club that I need most. I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that. Because it's the window to the real person inside of us.
Ooh,
Ooh.
heavy. Meaningful.
Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be perfect.
Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk.
Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it.
Worried, Monica opens the folder to check.
Poems.
It's a folder of poems.
No.
Become the flower. A feeling of joy as a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, 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 every day. Pluck, 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 so pretty in my hair. Pluck, 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 you're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland. The fruits of my net labor, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I decided I must become the flower.
Ooh.
I'm gonna lie down. Hold on, you can pause the stream. I'm gonna lie down for a second.
Get back here.
What the? Wait. Sayori? Monica, don't.
Hi. Okay, so basically we need to do all the routes is what they're telling us, and then we unlock. Was that all part 1? I guess I'll check.
I
Yeah.
assume so.
Yeah, I assume that was all.
Yeah. All right. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem.
I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention?
Also heavy.
Sayori's going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for this stupid vision.
Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern.
Monica? Is everything okay?
I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend.
Huh?
Sorry.
What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend.
We truly gave Pio the most anime of the set.
It's great.
Monica shakes her head.
I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours.
Sayori responds quietly.
What are you talking about?
But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization.
I left my folder here.
Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response.
I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that.
But why? We're friends, right?
Wordlessly, Sayori nods.
Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me.
Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy.
There is. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday, it was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, you do this, and you're just being selfish.
Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things. But, as unfair as it is for Monica to pry, it's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend.
I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy.
No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine.
Yeah.
Monica takes a deep breath.
Okay.
The little pregnant pauses that the game is actually putting in are neat.
Mm.
I keep bracing myself though during them.
You have the warnings on, so nothing can pop out at us.
Well, I don't know about that.
That's true. Well,
That doesn't apply to all the weird things, but I don't think that's bad.
I understand you don't want me to worry. And I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something?
promise you what?
Monica pauses to collect her thoughts.
This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart, or whatever. I felt that whatever in my soul. So, I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too.
I don't want to sound like I'm saying this genuinely. I must say or whatever at the end.
Or whatever, or I don't know. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that.
Sayori smiles gently.
I'll promise if you promise.
Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile.
Like the poem. I promise.
Me too.
As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities.
So, wanna teach me about poetry?
Huh? What? But what about recruitment?
It's fine. We have plenty of time for that. But right now I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know?
There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything.
I feel it, Sayori.
That's fine.
What I'm doing. I'll just make the words together.
I think I just need, like, some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems.
Starting isn't so hard. You kind of just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you.
Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good.
It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You just start by writing your feelings and seeing what kind of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way.
Oh.
At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way.
I think that's a really solid foundation of of making poetry, actually.
But it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning.
I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important.
Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on.
Stop being a perfectionist. You idiot. Oh, scribbles it out. Haha, kidding. I'm just kidding.
Monica scribbles out, "You idiot," after she writes it down.
Yeah.
Oh,
same.
keep it.
What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? That face, look at her smile.
Of course not.
I'll kill you.
But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want.
Sayori, you're an angel. But I was just... Well, yeah.
Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites, "You idiot." She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her.
It's kind of funny how I wrote down that I'm mad at myself for, and then I did that exact thing anyway. This is really gonna take some getting used to.
I believe in you.
Thanks. I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course.
Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write about without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts. Man, Monica being like a weird perfectionist also is some real interesting depth to what she ends up doing.
Yeah, it's interesting
Yeah.
seeing like pre-incident Monica. You know,
Yeah. She's just it's the building blocks of why she reacted the way she did.
I was not expecting to resonate more with her, and I am frightened at this prospect.
Monica looks up and down at her sheet.
Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating.
but I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems.
Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing. With you.
Whammon.
Peepa.
Wimbins.
Goils. Sayori beams.
I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language.
Yeah, let's do it.
Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. But there's more. Oh! Okay.
Oh,
Alright, sure. Sure, yeah. Kind of
Oh.
what I expected out of this.
at least this sounds completely dialogue
Yeah, no,
or
I
poetry.
yeah, for sure.
But
That aspect of
Aw.
Sayori is definitely not just because of Monica.
yeah, it's.
And that's, oh man, see, like, this is like really like coloring a lot, and it's in a very not just, oh wow, I understand, but also, oh my god, Monica.
Yeah.
You really lost sight of how you knew this person. Like, so wrapped up in the idea of it being fake. A tragic figure. As usual, Monica is the first one to the club room. With her is a printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with.
If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But
The new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart and not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from the students.
why do I feel so tense looking at this?
Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise.
Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about?
The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with that, the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. Debate club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort.
It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself. For real.
Not for play.
On God.
For real, not for play. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of it. Hey, it's like the song lyrics! Anyway, sorry. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas.
Ugh.
Out of spite for herself, Monica presses her own pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper.
Come on, Monica. Just move your hand. Find the way into his heart.
Monica writes.
This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain.
Oh, that's good shit.
That's good, I like that.
Poems in this game are so fucking good. Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today.
I'm here.
Hi.
Monica hears Sayori approach her desk and stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. And she sits down in the adjacent desk.
Bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
You too?
The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard. On the club, but also something else, I think.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's hard to just be vulnerable.
Sayori takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while.
Can I trust you?
Well,
Of course. You can trust me with anything.
Sayori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it.
Sometimes I want to die.
Sayori.
This is really hard for me.
Her voice shakes.
So, if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me.
That's completely not true.
Sayuri takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself.
There's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop.
Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday.
I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I'm scared.
At those words, Monica stands up. Sayuri must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts this is a question. Were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push that Sayuri needed? Sayuri's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence.
I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kind of thoughts that I have. So much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy.
But that's...
Terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing.
It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like, whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that.
Sayuri pauses, seeming to recall something in the past.
I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone.
Sayuri pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person.
How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too?
I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whatever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only 2 people, but it already means this much to me.
Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Sayuri's emotions radiate between them.
Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare.
Monica steps forward.
But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. If you'd like.
Ugh! Ugh! Alright.
Lies down.
Yeah. Just face down. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayuri rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayuri's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that of all the days that have passed, this is the one where she really, really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly.
You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise.
Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice.
I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me.
She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek.
I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything, and it just feels like everyone has to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it.
The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest.
I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away, and now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die.
As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle.
This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend.
Monica offers a few words of comfort, but she knows, Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are ones that don't belong, and Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them like any good friend would do.
You have so much value. To me, and your other friends, too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really, really mean that.
Tender embrace between good friends.
Sisterly, one could say.
They seem like good friends. Ugh. There's a hole in the curtain.
Only hurt.
You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right?
Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes.
I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others.
That's not the line, I'm sorry.
I'm that, just completely withered.
Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy.
Thanks. You're the best.
No, you are. No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
You
The two
ain't.
exchange smiles.
You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional?
Sayori nods.
It's scary. Since it's already hard to tell people.
Yeah. Well, of course it will always be your choice, but if you're ever into looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you.
Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would.
Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches.
Wow, that made me tired. Ugh, and hungry.
Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it.
Man, also, sorry. I'm just realizing how Protag was written. And that, like, the playful chastising of Sayori and how that really is just the last thing she needs.
Oh, absolutely, but...
Like, constantly nagging her.
It sucks because I I know that was supposed to be an additional like piece of depth for her, and like in any other visual novel, in any other dating sim, that's super normal.
Yeah,
I
right?
don't. The protagonist's personalities are like almost extremely generic as hell, except I love to tease girls.
Yeah. It's an extremely common trope, and it fed into that aspect, but then it was like the game was just like, hey, what if? Hey, what if this was
Yeah.
completely serious?
Yeah.
What if you're a fucking asshole? Anyway, sorry.
No, I mean, I can say that's definitely one thing that makes me happy.
Monica smiles.
But I might want to get a snack first.
All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway and stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. To be continued.
Oh.
Hi, Monica.
Huh.
So yeah, I guess we need to pursue the actual Natsuki poems, and then we'll, because I think that's the only one we're missing. Oops, that's the wrong. Well, I mean, we could dive into that so we have them all unlocked, and then we can just dive into the rest if you want. We're able to like skip all
I imagine
scenes.
it'll go.
It'll go
pretty
substantially faster.
Yeah, because we're only doing one and only doing the new stuff.
So long as we're skipping all the content, it'll go by pretty quickly.
Natsuki's route. There's only one part of it because you're only able to fully access it before the shit hits the fan.
She really doesn't have nearly as much content as some of the other.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the side stuff because there's only ever like real implications.
So this and weirdly Max Gentleman are like the two like even visual novel adjacent things I've interacted with in many years. And I think there's a weird kind of it's very different but also very the same in that series making me think of Sinterklaas's storyline.
I still
gives
haven't
everything away.
I still haven't dove into that, but wow, oh man, I'm ready for pain.
I gotta say, I never really thought about comparing the two because on paper they're about as far apart as anything under those their similar genre tags could get, but they do have that emotional core at the center.
Yeah, all this shit is just don't need to see it. We're going
Monica
right to the
never
poem.
did her leaning in pose during the side story.
She didn't.
I guess it's only for the protag trying to.
Yeah. To endear.
Alright, Natsuki should be real easy.
Yeah. Games. Bubbles.
Nibble, mouse, bubble, rainbow.
Oh, right.
Sugar.
I forgot that was a Sayori one. Charm. No. Wow.
Could have been
Kawaii.
lollipop. Kawaii, yeah. Anime.
Anime.
Strawberry. Yeah,
I
we made that
remember.
mistake.
I remember.
Bunny. Parfait.
Absolutely. Fester. No. Calm. No, damn. All right.
Cute.
I can't.
Cute candy, sticky.
I can't remember if Ribbon was Sayori on account of the ribbon or well, I guess everyone.
I think it ended up being Natsuki, and we thought it would be Sayori because she wears the ribbon.
Vanilla.
Natsuki outnumbers her in ribbons. They aren't as big.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not even 100% sure what the X thing on her forelock represents.
Anime.
I think it's a smaller clip to keep her bangs out of her head. Out of her face.
They're attached exclusively to her bangs, though. They're not brought up high enough or to the side enough.
I want to look at the full sprite because these are chibis. Man, I keep getting the Sayori. Stop it.
Desire.
Oh.
No, it's probably summer or flower. Those could possibly.
I think
Oh,
those would be
Dazzle.
Saori. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Ah, okay, the overlap is Kitty.
Absolutely. I guess we'll find out, and then we can go back to the save.
Hi again, Protag-kun. Yeah, that feels much more.
I should have done that, and I'm really mad. I'm mad at myself that we didn't get the chance for her to call me Shakes after calling me Protag-kun after all the time. I really bungled that, everyone. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Anyways, we've seen all this. Hi, Protag. God, that is really good. I wish I did more things. Aha! New content.
Sorry, hold on one moment.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh.
Take a drink of water. I'm just jamming. This little MIDI violin breakdown. I think the funniest part of Doki Doki Literature Club is the fact that nothing ever actually happens with that closet. It made everybody so nervous during those Natsuki CGs.
Yeah, I definitely think it was super intentional.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna question that it wasn't placed there to draw your eye.
I gotta say, I do completely agree that it seems like a little wasted potential there. Could add some real fun with that.
Sure, I think it's. I'm content with it not being anything and it just completely being there to fuck with you.
But you're also skewed.
It's true, I am, and it worked. And I think it's most effective that it. Now that I know it doesn't have anything, I think that's where it's at its best, frankly.
What's the red herring?
We'll see it.
closet?
There's gonna be a CG coming up that'll be much more apparent.
Okay. Ugh.
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Hello. Yeah, it's a clip that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but whatever. You looking for something in there?
Freaking. Wait, what? God, what voice was I doing?
It's kind of nasally.
Freaking Monica. Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized? Someone else is just gonna mess it up.
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
Damn.
Weeb.
You seem like a weeb, yeah. What's that supposed
You
to
have the
mean?
face of an otaku.
You have the face of a protagonist.
You got one of those manga faces.
I
Like,
see.
with the one without eyes? Like,
Yeah.
where the bangs come over the eyes and your brown hair?
Yeah. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips a volume right in the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. You have displayed your power level.
My face when? My manga face when?
I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
Really?
Damn.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door.
Damn.
Yeah. Hit it on the way out.
Boom. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Protag-kun.
I regret not having this so much.
Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Ooh, shit.
In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm going to show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses.
Sounds familiar.
Exceedingly moe.
Just stand there.
Ooh.
Oh.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Finally.
Good for
She
you.
then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki
Weirdo.
crosses... Yeah, I am. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't really exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really.
Amateur.
Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am. Nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. But that soundtrack, though, what? So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Is there going to be plot?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining.
Looks at camera.
But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get it all into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen.
Looks deeper at camera.
That's what really makes it so good. There's so many touching parts.
Yeah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait. What's that supposed to be?
Oh, it's called a backhanded compliment. What? Natsuki
You
gives
a
me a little shove.
backhand.
I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. I forgot they do kind of make a power levels joke in this.
Huh. Good save.
Not really.
Whatever. They're nerds. Fucking dweebs. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
There's like a little smudge on my screen that's like directly on Natsuki's face.
Here, let me get that for you, honey.
Yeah, I am literally just being the mom here. Get you. All right, you're good.
Little schmutz.
You got a little schmutz right here. Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something.
Yeah. Why does that matter?
It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's then just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga.
That is
Yeah.
far more incriminating than just saying, I enjoy baking, therefore I enjoy the baking in this manga, but alright, go off.
I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
You see,
That's
she's an
cute.
idiot. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? This CG. Because you can
She
get
looks-
it. Well, yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you can get it in Act 2, but it, I think it just glitches out her face and then shunts you into Yuri for the next day.
Yeah.
Because I think that first Yuri day is roughly the same, except for like the very end, I think. So I think it does something similar with this one, but there might be things that happen. And then, I know some weird shit happens with her face when you do it if you do it enough. It's kind of a famous image. She gets the weird blocky face. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
No. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Do you not rub it in? Jeez.
Jeez.
No.
Jeez.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this.
This moe garbage.
They just think manga's for kids. Can't even bring it up without being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Yeah, I know those kinds of
Aggressively
people.
nerdy.
Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
Yeah, take some of your own medicine, Protagoon.
Fuck.
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. It's safe here, in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. At least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minori is my favorite character. I always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, no skip. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
everyone.
Eh?
Wake up!
Oh,
Are you all ready with today's poems?
Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse?
Maybe. I don't know. I'll take it as a challenge. Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there.
Hi.
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back?
Aw.
Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said,
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It would take me forever. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. My stories!
Come on, manga, takes a half hour to read a volume.
Yeah, honestly.
At the pace.
But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared that what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag.
Now the skip button
Skip.
is lit up.
Oh.
Activate!
Yep. Same old, same old. Yeah, I'm depressed.
Leave her alone.
Wow, you're at Rouse, I didn't know you were depressed. I'm not gonna change any of my attitude. Anyways, this is probably new. Huh?
Okay. Well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Jeez.
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like.
God.
And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
Punk ass. So in other words, you're saying you liked it.
Ugh.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You Excuse me. I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Yeah, same poem.
Yeah.
Bep. Goodbye. I'll probably get some new dialogue about with Yuri hating it. Oh, really? It says I
looks
can
like-
skip, but this is new.
Huh.
Oh no, that's because we wrote Sayori poems in this, so we did see this.
Yeah, she hates it.
We did see her hating the poem. I forgot already. We did it really efficiently to get the stuff for the post game because now we only have to do Natsuki. Yeah, sorry, Monica. Bye.
I know some people have no patience for the tsundere, but I don't mind it.
It really depends on the character for me.
I think Natsuki's fine. As you get to know her.
That's the real caveat for me, I think.
That's the thing with tsunderes, I suppose. But like,
Yeah.
but also I think as that kind of character. I think
Yeah. If the character is like doing it as like a shield and they have deeper depths, that you get to see eventually, good.
I think that's the case.
Literally they are just checking the box and just existing as a trope. I mean, that's bad for almost anything.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I really like it, Protag-kun.
Really?
No. It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment.
With a dash of sayori.
Take it.
If you say so.
Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad.
Yeah, I saw the one you wrote.
What?
Nothing.
And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they could express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
What's that supposed to mean?
Figure it out.
But yeah, on the topic of tsunderes having depth, I think the poem stuff really does help you gain insights to that. So you do quickly get a picture of what you might find if Natsuki opens up, and that's why I appreciate her. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot, but now it's time to skip again.
Oh no, my poem.
Yeah, sorry. I have a physical one.
Traitor?
Bye. Let's all argue. But not the super uncomfortable one. Natsuki. New things. Yuri, you're really talented.
Alright. Bring back the Yuri voice.
Yeah.
Well.
But Natsuki has a point. I think that. I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah. It did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know.
That's not...
Natsuki. I think that's enough.
Huh? Moi? But she was so mean to me.
But she was mean to me. How old are you?
Just 18. Or older.
18.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing. Or a really personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. I'm just remembering that thing, that Neko arc. That's exclusive role is just a nod at stuff. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Oh. I mashed the button accidentally. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so.
Hey. It's not like you need to apologize for me, Protag-kun.
Then apologize.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Do it. Come on, do it. Natsuki
Coward.
takes a breath.
The thing about.
Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Okay, I'm gonna turn away.
Gee.
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away.
Anyway.
I can't look away. I'm forced to look at you.
The thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay?
Forgot, yeah.
That's all.
Oh yeah, that was the thing, huh? Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Forgot about
Why is
it. Thank
everyone
you,
so
Sayori.
obsessed with my tits?
I mean, Sayori.
Hmm. I'll go make some tea.
Eh?
Sayori lesbian moments.
I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's ready for each other's poems, right?
Yeah, for real, Monica.
I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Protag-kun. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
Well, I wasn't going to say it, but you know. Not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit.
I ruined the atmosphere, and that, my friends, is code.
Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monica.
About what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
The friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori.
Mm-hmm. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Sorry, Sayori.
We're just gonna have to fast forward the ear depression, girl. Alright, Spark! God damn it!
I was gonna say nibble, probably.
Giggle?
Feather? Flower, oh. Pink.
Oh, sorry.
Or vanilla, yeah. No, that works.
Saw vanilla and I remembered.
Sweet.
What?
Come
Oh,
on.
crap. Did we do that one already?
Chocolate.
Sorry. Graveyard.
A swimsuit?
Yeah!
Sticky.
Fun.
Yeah, it's sticky.
Sweet.
We
We-
literally
Oh,
did.
we just did that. I'm sorry. Chocolate.
Pure.
Bunny.
Okay,
Chocolate bunny.
skirt.
Yeah. Masker.
Candy or nibble.
Nipple's a cute word.
Kitty.
Kitty.
Banilmla.
Puppy. The pair with the kitty.
Oh, sorry. Didn't see it. Sugar.
Sugar.
Straw baby.
Sauce?
Lollipop.
Lollipop?
Doki doki.
Tears. Parfait.
But of course.
Mhm. Cheeks. Lust.
Boop.
Papa.
Ooh,
We're getting real personal now.
Ooh,
Family.
okay,
No, never mind. Shit. Ah, well. I think we're set, but
Play? It could be Sayori too. Yeah. Sparkle.
I think we're safe, but it's really funny. Marshmallow.
Clouds.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a Sayer one.
Yeah,
Super
party?
Duper Party. No, fucking. Actually, we did super get party before too. Whatever. We're probably fine. Unless we aren't. I guess we're gonna find out.
We got majority. That's all that matters, I think.
Yeah, we should be fine. I think this intro is just always the same. Yeah, because Monica's late playing piano. Oop, there we go. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know? I'm an expert.
I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid?
No.
I don't give people my manga every day, you know?
That's true. I don't blame you.
Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay?
Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. Woo!
So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget.
The chapter ended with Minori and Alice found...
Monica!
Natsuki's voice resonates from inside the closet. Huh? Appear inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf.
Did you move my manga? Again?
Get wrecked, short sec.
No,
Wait.
sorry. Sorry. Natsuki got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit.
Ugh.
The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga.
Jeez. This is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf?
Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you.
I can get them myself.
Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it.
I know tropes, I know where this is going.
Mm.
You think I'm too short or something?
I mean...
I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me.
I'm gonna stand 10 feet away so nothing happens. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful.
I know what I'm doing.
Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf.
See? Yeah.
The box suddenly tips.
Yeah.
Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles.
What?
Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly.
There.
Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way I'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just...
I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay?
Sigh.
I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on.
Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet, just shoulder checks him. Oh, God.
Let's see.
Classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet.
Aha!
Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it.
This is that's
This is a much better option, clearly. She rolls it on his wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Shut. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch.
aha! There we go. See? I can easily do it now.
Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below.
What?
The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself in the shelf.
What are you doing? You at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing.
Who was it told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up.
Oh, Protag-kun, you're
Oh,
arrested.
Protag-kun.
Oh,
I can almost see upper skirt. Gah. I force myself to turn away.
She should
That's-
fart on you.
What if he likes it?
Ew!
I know.
Stop! Why would you say that?
Worst case scenario. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Do love a good hoop. I don't think it caught this time though.
Oh, did it not?
No.
I did it twice.
There you go. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf.
Heavy. Protag-kun. God, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry in, take this one.
Huh? But then I have to let go of the chair.
That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up.
Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. You don't have to kneel to whatever. What do you mean stand
What do you mean,
up?
stand up?
Natsu looks down at me.
Why are you all the way back?
You just brought this on yourself, dude.
Eh. Eh.
Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box.
What are you looking at?
Ah!
You're trying to look at my...
Natsuki's like shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. Throw me the whip.
You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out.
But
I'll do it myself. Yeah.
the chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki. The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands. The books go flying. I got you. Oof. You are dead.
As expected. Just what everyone assumed would happen.
Yeah. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Ah, an inversion. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Just face planted. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Gah! She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up.
Eh?
Natsuki seems to realize this is not the floor that's beneath her.
Gross. Gross.
Gah! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet.
What were you thinking? You sicko.
Full sicko mode.
Everyone okay over there? I heard a loud noise.
Monica suddenly peers in.
Monica. See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf?
Wacky shit happens.
Are you trying to kill your club members or something?
Damn. I forgot about that one.
Oh. Jeez.
Sorry. How'd you figure me out so fast?
I haven't even done anything yet.
Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert.
Well,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
yeah. She's not wrong. I'm just...
So I hope you're happy.
We gotta fill in our character archetypes.
My options are very limited.
Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear.
I know, don't worry.
Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. It's okay, you're just poorly written. Pats you on the shoulder.
My?
Huh? I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. Oh, I must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut and then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Man, I've had those days. You don't know how close you are until that page gets creased and you can't fix it. Natsuki, are you?
No.
Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. Ah. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down.
No. I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today.
Natsuki sobs again.
I didn't mean to take it out on you.
No, I deserve it. Like, there's a part that I definitely deserve.
I really didn't mean to.
It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head.
Yes. Every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki
falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? You can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers.
You're really nice to me.
Huh?
Girl.
That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. Not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I can do. Next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze.
Thanks.
It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready.
Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up.
If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. I'm the basic one. I'm the casual. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now.
Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time.
Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know?
Told you.
Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. I think from here we should be good. I'll put a save down.
So I guess we already got the
Yeah.
baking thing. I don't know if it's...
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we're good.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, I need to get the other side of Yuri.
Do we?
Wait, I thought that the first one, the second part, unlocked only after we played the
No,
first
but
part.
I mean, there's 6 of these, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
true. It does say all 6 side stories.
Yeah, we never did get that last CG for Yuri, that's right.
Yeah, no, because we went with Sayori, and then we did Natsuki. We helped Natsuki, so we got all the Natsuki CGs.
We can speedrun that pretty quick if we wanted to. At the very least, words for Yuri are super obvious.
Yeah.
Just count the syllables.
So yeah, let's go back to the first time. Time to write a poem! Uncontrollable! Incongruent! Heaven sent!
Heaven sent. Frightening. Well, frightening. Portrait?
Frightening is definitely
Okay.
her, but it's
Disarray.
Unending. No,
Determination. Philosophy.
Yeah. Inferno.
Inferno.
Tragedy.
Infallible.
Oh, yeah,
Tragedy.
infallible.
Tragedy, I
Tragedy
can't
might-
remember if it was Yuri's or Sayori's. It might have been Yuri's. Infinite.
Eternity.
Uncanny?
Land? Yeah, uncanny. Uncanny.
Uncanny. Unrestrained.
Unrestrained.
Summer fun. Extraordinary. No.
No, well, no. Grief? I think?
That's a Sayori, I think.
Was it?
Or
Broke?
Actually.
I think broken.
Secretive. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Question.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised if that was Sayori.
Contamination.
Contamination. Unstable.
Graveyard.
Judgment. Yeah, that's it. Effulgent.
Yeah. Massacre.
Oriented. Oh, that's. After image. Ooh.
Yeah. So easy to pick for us. So easy.
Easy modo.
Kimo.
Kimoy.
There's like certain that whoever did the writing for this really knows their like how certain common Japanese phrases get translated to English. The ones
Yeah.
that keep propping up.
It's very aware. Apparently we didn't. I guess yeah. We never got the normal version of.
Oh yeah,
Yuri's
that we
first
didn't.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we only got.
At the same time,
What
I
we
would feel
got?
bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a
Yuri
glimpse of the cover.
Extreme.
Yeah, we only got Yuri Extreme. It looks like the same books that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first 2 pages.
Yuri Savage.
I mean, I could skip if you wanted. I could probably turn on. I think you can just. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious
Okay.
because like, is she reading a different book?
I think actually yes.
Yes.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Right, yeah, she's reading a way less horrifying book. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in their book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I met her this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov.
Oh,
There's
no,
an
that's
ominous...
the same.
I think she describes it differently, though. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kinda... It's kinda dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Protakun?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
You're playing this game, aren't you? Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Huh. Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ooh! It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Ta-da! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of her book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. I really don't know if there's anything different from here. But in holding it like this, we're held even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
I do believe it's slightly different because she doesn't get as excited. But
Yeah,
I think that's it.
I think it changes at the end.
Mm,
But like this little exchange.
yeah. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it up by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. It's... I like the implication that... Well, no, they're reading American way, so I don't fucking know. It's supposed to be an anime. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it into her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Oh, yeah, that she was much more surprised at that
Hmm.
in the evil version. Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But, Protaku, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing you think like that.
But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing.
Hmm.
I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Whoop.
Okay, everyone, break it up.
Save some space for Jesus.
12 inches. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Oh, sorry. Your exhales after finishing that.
Hurry up, let's go. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Waggles brows.
Guess I don't have too much preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. This is your assigned reading now. I expect a book report on my desk by Monday.
Oh, alright. I stand up. And make a mental note of where I left off in the book. And just dog ear it, man.
Don't dog ear books, especially if they're not yours.
If you got that, she gave it. There was an extra that she gave to him.
Don't dog ear your books.
I mean, it's not the best option. I'm just saying if you don't got anything. But yeah, just fish out a scrap of paper.
Yeah, you can cram literally anything in there.
Get a trading card. By the way, sorry. I skipped my own line and I forgot. Oh, wait, this is...
Time to go.
Sorry, yeah, time to... Oh. Oh, right, because... this is slightly different.
This is a good poem, Protag-kun. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
Well, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yep, there you go. Greetings. Greetings next time. Glad you could peek in. We're kind of just scrambling back to unlock more stuff.
We hunger for side stories.
We do. That first one is so good! Cut me deep, huh?
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know... I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Protag-kun.
Ah. Me too. We must scrub them all. Until only Monica remains.
Great job, Protag-kun! Thank you for remembering. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
You seem like just kind of a putz.
You have the depth of a potato. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low.
Wow.
That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
Impressive. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I couldn't really care any less.
Well, we'll find out about that once we dig into. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
It's really funny the way that Sayori described the poetry process to Monica is kind of like how the minigame works, where you're just choosing like concepts and emotions. And then
I'm assuming it's very intentional.
Yeah, you can infer that into an actual poem that we won't show you on screen. Anyways. Cool beans, Monica. Alright, bye. Guess I'll support Yuri in this one.
It'd be interesting if they did have actual poems for the protagonist, but it might be that. I don't know. I mean, that's another
That would
slate of
inform-
poems to write. And
Hmm.
That would inform him a little too much.
yeah.
Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri?
Huh?
You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ugh.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes, when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sorry, she doesn't need to...
You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki.
Oh! Bro.
Feeling. Natsuki.
She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
Eh. No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you.
Okay, I believe you.
Thanks, Protag-kun. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
You're too kind. Correct. It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know.
Why would you... Why do we have to keep bringing this up?
I would never do something so shameful. So,
What thing did Natsuki say?
well, never mind that.
Thanks for taking the signal, Yuri.
I'm going to go make some tea.
Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Why am I just ordering you around? Hey, I want some too. Make some.
Okay, everyone.
Bye.
Oh, okay. Dick?
You can see when you do that.
She can.
What do you know that I don't?
Nothing.
Pretty much. Effulgent. Variance. Oh, right.
Invaluable. Unrestrained.
I love unrestrained. Massacre.
Massacre.
Explode. Portrait.
Portrait. I don't remember if misery is one of her words or not. It might be.
Nah.
Crud.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that was a
Universe.
rough page for Yuri words.
Yeah.
This is
Hard to beat.
the
Oh,
opposite.
Oh,
Wow.
oops! I picked the one.
Defeat.
Yeah. No.
Oh, wow.
That makes
okay.
sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I think secretive was the Yuri word.
Secretive, yeah.
Sensation.
Disoriented, sensation.
Vertigo?
Question. Question and vertigo.
Heaven sent. Judgment.
Judgment.
That's not spelled correctly.
I think that's an acceptable alternate. I can't call it.
All right.
Intellectual.
Intellectual. After
You got
image.
email. Who is this? I think
Monica.
it's Natsuki, honestly.
Email. Uncontrollable.
Meager. Unstable.
Yeah, that or existence.
Yeah, that's a US versus UK spelling thing.
Yeah.
With the E in
Fudgment.
judgment.
Holiday passes, blah, 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 blah. Get out of here. Checking boxes.
I love to check boxes.
Ugh. Gotta do this again. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. These lines live, like, they're so imprinted in my brain.
Because of the part 2.
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, this is super different.
Shall we go then?
Yeah.
He's able to keep the raccoon in check.
Where are you two off to? Dastardly
really
little...
Did look like she reached into a garbage can and a raccoon just went at her. Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling up the water pitcher.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
Yeah? That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Protag-kun in club activities? Huh?
My mouth gapes.
Eat it, Monica. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Protag-kun.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow.
You're on the list.
Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Protag-kun, how come even when I do something bad, you're being so nice to me?
Yeah, I think I didn't pick up on. is Natsuki and Yuri's these roots both paint Monica kind of lame.
A bit, yeah.
They
I think it's supposed to be foreshadowing.
Oh, for sure. Like, I it's just something I never properly appreciated, is that it's just like, yeah, Monica's to blame for our problems.
Mm.
Thank God
Well-
you're here, Protag-kun.
And I wonder if it's like, if Monica is being set up as deliberately trying to sabotage, the obvious romance train tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so yet. I think this is kind of more so her at the point where she's feeling really, I guess, divided from everybody, and this is only further driving her away from them. Every little
Yeah.
misunderstanding and slip of the tongue just further drives her towards the inevitable goal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a transitional period of, like, maybe also just with Mix's definitely, like, attempts to reach out ever so slightly. Just like, hey, maybe there's a shot for me. And then she just gets shut down. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Popody's nerfed. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. Have a good night. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Familiar.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
What is a friend? Yuri lifts her head.
Protag-kun. I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Protag-kun, do you like oolong tea?
No, not really. Yeah.
Oh.
Anything is fine.
Very well.
I'm just not a tea person. Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course.
Tea ceremonies.
I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be more impressed.
Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Oh. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Protag-kun. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Protag-kun, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Everyone wants to sit on the floor.
That's
Eh?
romantic spot to sit.
I guess so. Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
That easy on my back line, like, gets me every time. I was like, oh, right. We're not talking about that. You got me, game. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
That's so. I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because
Poor posture.
my...
Yeah, okay. Hey, he's right ahead of me. Your posture, right? Always hunched over that like that while reading, right? Right?
Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
It's definitely not my Dohong Ponkaloos. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book.
My
Alright,
massive Dong Honka Mongoloids.
You Mongologongas. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
Ooh. I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I
Move.
supposed to focus on reading like this?
Give me that.
Ugh, oof. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Gahamana hamana.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest.
Whoa.
Ow! Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. It is all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I keep expecting that pause to be like, and it didn't work. I put the teacup between my
Yeah.
legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
Ah, that's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might smudge on the pages.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
I still think the CG rules is so
It's
pretty.
so pretty.
And the background work with the dust
Little
particles
dust
and
particles.
shit. Yeah. No, this game's gorgeous.
Yeah, just that
Here you
little
go.
bit of motion really adds a lot.
Yeah. I don't believe the game originally had that.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Like with the last CG of Natsuki getting the books on the computer chair and she actually moved. I don't believe any of those motions were in the original release.
I genuinely don't remember. But it might have.
Maybe. I don't
Because
think
there-
it was, but
Because
maybe.
Monica's background always had motion. So, like,
It's true, but I think that was a special case, maybe. I don't know.
I would have to go check. But they probably updated it.
Yeah.
Unless it's the plus experience. She holds it in ways I don't have any harder time reading it, blah, blah, blah. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Oh, wow, girls. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it.
Huh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Protect-kun.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Drag me into
that's-
the closet.
Well... You were just helping.
Just kidding. Normal situation.
That's something that friends do.
Question mark?
Question mark, right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Then You don't need to stop or anything.
I want more chocolate. I'm hungry, Pro-Tycoon. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can just tell by her expression that she can't focus. That even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine.
Mm.
How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. Because you're stupid! I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths.
Stop looking!
Stop, bro. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. Yeah, I remember this one. It was like, dang. You got real intimate all of a sudden, Pro-Tycoon. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers.
Okay, everybody, here's this up.
Oh no! Oh no!
Let's stop that right there.
Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems, or do literally anything else. Pro-Tycoon, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Right now, let's go.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, hurry up, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Don't worry, you won't have time.
Don't get the chance.
Oh. New Sayuri.
Ooh. I like this one, Pro-Tycoon. It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think.
No.
I don't know. I guess I like them both.
It's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I think that's a valid criteria. I'm not sure what that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. It's all the depressing words.
That doesn't make any sense. You're always happy. Me neither.
Ugh. I should at least try giving it some thought.
Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean. I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Well, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both.
Here's your hint.
There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. Other things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes we have a little rain cloud in your head. A sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Pro-Tycoon.
No, Pro-Tycoon didn't grasp that whatsoever. He just thought that was kind of deep.
I should go write that down, though.
Wow, Pro's pretty deep.
You can read my poem now, okay?
Yep. Anyways, I won't infer any further meaning into your poem. This sucks ass!
Well, I can admit that's better than the last one. It's nice to see they're putting in some effort,
That's good.
but I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level.
Natsuki stops short all of a sudden.
Don't tell me.
Huh?
You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? Keep your voice down.
You know Yuri would love this angsty.
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... I mean...
Ooh.
Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me.
I am so done with you.
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me.
Boys only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business.
What?
What do you mean younger? You're all 18.
Yeah, we're all 18 here.
No,
So we're all
she's
19.
18, everyone else is 19, yeah.
Roblox oof noise.
Unless I was in mind...
How close was that?
I was thinking dying Yoda noise as well. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Waka waka.
Oh.
Yada-da-da-da-da. I think she has genuine things, yeah.
Let's see what you've written today.
Oof! Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
When did you become literate?
I don't know.
Protect-kun, can you learn through osmosis? This one might be better than yesterday's. I think it has a couple words in it. How did you pick up on this so quickly?
That's 3 syllables.
Impressive. Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. You know, writing the alphabet.
Maybe that's
Both
why.
upper and lower case.
You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Gulp. Even her hands appear sweaty. Someone
I'm
praises
not
me
used to this.
for being good at something. Same. Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this.
I was about
guess.
to say, being acknowledged for something that you're okay at.
Yeah,
I feel it.
It does hit pretty different when it's new. Or in general.
Yeah.
It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before?
Oh, like
You're-
sincerely? If you
you're
ever
not-
say anything I've ever done, ever, has made you want to do something, I'm very happy.
But you
Even
will
if you want to
cry.
throw big... Yeah, I will cry. Even if you just want to throw bricks at me in the street.
Well, yeah.
I still made that happen.
You're right. Gathering my bricks now. Really?
Thank
I
you.
don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides,
It's just that you can't seem to help from mouthing off about your ability. I just...
people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends?
My what?
Yeah. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, You want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh, them raccoons.
Oh, raccoon.
Yeah.
Raccoon.
Destroyed.
So yeah,
Destroyed her hand.
I suppose when I was like, that poem initially made me worried she was killing people. So the grim revelation, my response was initially, "Oh, phew, that's what it was. She isn't a murderer."
She's just a cutter.
I mean, at the very least, it's a fetish thing for her.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're gonna expand on that with these short stories.
I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder too. It seems relatively, clear, at least within the base game, that it is an indulgence for her that she takes pleasure in.
Yuri knife indulgence.
You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Pro Tycoon.
The one and only. That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel.
It's just my onion.
I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment. Her timidness seems to disappear.
Oh, so you remembered me. God damn it. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is way better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
Sure. I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much of it to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her.
Eh? You completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Hello?
Well,
Wait, really?
yeah, a fictional one anyway. Well, I guess.
Boom, got her. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. I too play games where I have fictional girlfriends.
oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Jeez, Monica. Who doesn't have 50 billion fictional boyfriends or girlfriends? Honestly. It's an ever-expanding collection.
Let's bum her out. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart go Doki Doki?
Simp.
I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
Aha, you admitted it.
So did you. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori. Can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. Can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Alright, yeah, we never got the actual... Though I don't think that matters for your poem choices. Because it's a choice later, right?
I think so.
It's yeah, because it's just you just choose between her and Natsuki. But
I don't mind going all in.
We'll get. Oh, I guess I would have gotten a third Natsuki thing too if I did this. I might.
Would we?
We'll see.
Well, like a little something before that moment.
Oh, and there's concept art probably.
Yeah, of course.
Or bonus illustrations.
Okay.
Well.
Anyways, we'll stick with this for now.
Yeah, I imagine we'll finish this up and that might be it for the night.
Yeah, that's what I basically figured. We can fully dive headfirst into the side stories. Oh, excitement's her. Damn, can't always get that one. Cage.
Empty? Oh,
Wow.
darn. Because I thought misery was also hers.
Disaster.
Ambient.
Pleasure.
Frightening.
The thrones.
Melancholy.
Agonizing.
Oh. Disarray. Covet.
Uncontrollable.
Destiny.
Oh, okay, good.
It's at least a big concept, even if it's a small word.
Yeah. It's a cool game. Incongruent.
Judgment.
Lust.
Vertigo? Oh.
Yeah.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Well,
I remember
Yeah,
that
that's fair.
one.
That's very fair.
Contamination.
Captive.
Climax.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
Again.
I guess that makes sense, yes.
Oh man.
Oh, man. Here we go again.
Yeah. I just feel like I'm being watched. I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything,
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
but I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? I don't have any. How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything.
I have many thoughts myself.
I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen.
It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori?
Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh, that's quite romantic. You're
Romantic.
weird. Romantic.
She's got it on the brain.
Sorry. I didn't mean to say anything stupid.
It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all.
Oh, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings.
Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much.
Protag-kun. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
Also true. So you think that there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on in her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. Just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my own eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves.
Damn, get 'em.
And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her.
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. Not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri.
Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Protag-kun.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Alright. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.
Yeah, no thanks.
But you didn't even...
Next.
Wow.
I remember this. Nope.
Man.
Protag-kun, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally.
Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well, you'll have to buy the DLC for that.
Shit! Yuri smiles sadly.
Protag-kun, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make really good friends. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So, when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day.
Wow, that's really sad. No.
Yeah, oh, jeez, well.
I'm just kidding.
And those friends don't laugh at me.
Fucking, what was that dude's name? Game Master Anthony?
Ugh.
All my favorite video game characters coming for a huge party.
Bring it in, guys.
Bring it in, boys.
They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Protag-kun. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Protag-kun. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so weird that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah. I do.
I don't think we've seen this poem.
Let me get it for you.
Yeah,
Ghost
yeah.
in the Light Part 2. Yeah, I think this is new.
Because it goes
Squint.
crazy in the other. Yeah, sorry. I hope this is at least easier, a better resolution this time.
Yeah. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to its forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber.
Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
Do you dislike it?
No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'm able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. Not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can... The poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes.
Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah. I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Hello?
Hi, that's a good... Oh, okay. Your style's gotten so refined, Protag-kun. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in a whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive.
Well, it's just my sheer animal magnetism.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself.
You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her.
That's...
It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her.
Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know.
Alright. I get you. Just be... Oh, sorry. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up.
Hello? Phrasing?
So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage.
Phrasing. You say that like I'm going to hurt her.
Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway,
Kind of sad we didn't actually take the Natsuki thing all the way to the end. I'm curious. What
Yeah, oops.
Monica's
We'll definitely have to do
backtalk
that
is.
next time. We'll definitely have to do that next time.
I think we just
We'll
straight
just
the
pick
Yuri.
Yuri.
Like,
Yeah, I'll do Natsuki next time. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
me?
are you serious? Why would you?
Why would you?
Natsuki. I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No, I was just saying.
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Protag-kun.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine.
Okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Hell yeah.
Well, excited might not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Protag-kun?
Me? What?
Uh,
I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
that's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki.
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No. That's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Protag-kun picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
Get it, I get it. Okay. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden?
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri is trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Oh, what?
Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
This is my digits, girl. Hit me up. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Huh? My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer to go to your house.
Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Protag-kun. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, I chose you because of the fucking romantic tension. You don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
Were you there for the past route?
No.
You're forgetting the one reason that, with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
Huh? I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Wait. This isn't technically... You're going to come to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen to me? Is this your big chance?
That's you.
Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. Seriously, can't wait. Yeah, here's the... Anyways, here's that part with Sayori. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori. Okay. Here to part.
Casual clothes there.
Yeah. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. Oh, what's the button for... Yeah, alright. Yeah. I couldn't tell if these were like tights or pants.
They do look like tights, but I think they are supposed to be pants.
She's got that leather pants on. They're kind of weirdly not textured and very thickly outlined.
It doesn't,
Like, it doesn't
be the yoga pants type.
No.
Right?
It's like they really weren't. They were really hoping you wouldn't remove this and look at it very closely.
Placeholder pants.
Yeah, seriously. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
Because you're stupid.
Oh.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right.
I remember Yuri's route originally, because I definitely went for her first, just for the proper complete route.
Mm.
And I remember I kind of forgot that it's really kind of a nice route.
Yeah.
Which really makes it effective when they fuck it up. When you go for it again. But I remember this was very intriguing to me when you let her visit, because they drop some hints.
Mm.
And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it will be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. Hey. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Why are you just touching my shit, girl?
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine. Let go of Yuri's wrist, manhandling her. She has both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kinda happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You could relax a little. In my room.
Oh, okay. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
A knife! No!
No!
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not at all.
Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils and herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through the small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? Morning mist.
Oh, you know. This one is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable, I guess. Depends on your poem.
Are you sure you're not having like a reaction right now?
Yeah, girl. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Okay, I believe you.
I love the way that this oil makes my skin tingle.
Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. Hey, hey, hush.
Welp.
Oh. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. I want a sweater like that also. Just as
It's a
an
cute
aside.
sweater.
It's very cute. I need to get a turtleneck sweater. They're fun.
The real problem is finding the weather to wear them.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go
Gotta
to
just
Northern
suck it up and wear it
California.
inside.
Or that. What are those
What
for?
are those for? Oh, that's not my line. I'm so sorry. Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami.
What's the fucking point? Throws it against the wall.
What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? On God? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon and hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Yeah.
It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Potai-kun. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Oh, alright.
Immediately writes D's nuts.
That's 2 words.
Potai-kun, what is ligma?
His eyes flash.
Have you heard of Steve Jobs?
Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting.
I've remembered I am in Japan.
Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Looks really fancy.
Well,
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
you're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. I'm a freak.
I kill people.
Oh, yeah, you know, whatever. Nobody's perfect. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe?
I can't deny that there's some really fucking pretty knives out there.
Knives are cool. I love knives.
Ugh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this.
Too late!
Oh.
You're laughing. No.
Yes, I am. Pathetic. You're laughing at me.
I'm gonna kill you with a knife and you're laughing?
I will destroy you.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
You seem like kind of a freak.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
it is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. She stabs it into your hand. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. Correct. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow!
Why?
Yep, it's sharp!
Why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look.
Ah,
Oh yeah, this fucking... She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
oh. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri.
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Ah. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. Is she? Aren't you underreacting, Protect-kun? That's a little forward.
It's a bit forward.
I mean,
that's
at bare minimum, that's just like, dang, girl, where the fuck was your brain? That's not your finger.
should probably go on at least one date first, maybe.
She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway.
That
take
sounds
Yuri's
like a
hand.
visual novel protagonist, yeah.
Yeah, I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in her See how
Yeah.
you like it.
Have at you.
Protag-kun. Did you just do that?
Hell yeah, baby.
Oh god.
Now we're even.
What?
Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Protag-kun.
Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? Knife Freak over here? Knife Freak XX99?
What?
I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted.
No, of course. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use the small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. You have bathroom cups?
Yeah, there's the little
There are
Dixie
some houses
cup.
that have
Yeah.
those, yeah.
Man, yeah. Foreign concept to me. I understand, I guess, but yeah.
I
Can't
just
relate.
use my hand.
Right? Yeah, I just cup the water in my hands and drink it.
I make ends meet.
I make it. I work with my hands. Alright, I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and bring it back into my room. Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling your sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. I remember noticing that immediately. Didn't know anything else about this character. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for the sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Do you like the colors of the sky?
Which one?
God.
Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner.
I hate that because I just thought of an idea of a variation of that poster. It's it just goes down and it goes into the blackness parts and then it skips a little and it's just Sayuri hanging herself.
Oh, God.
Ugh. It's terrible.
That's horrible.
A truly awful version of that meme.
You can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you gonna write?
Well, it will be more fun to surprise you.
Hello? I'm right here, though. Yuri smiles at me.
Turn around.
Oh, damn it. Stands in the corner like Blair Witch. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. I don't know what I'm writing, so I can't help. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels like a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
You read my mind? No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Bonk!
Yeah.
Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not
Do you
hurt.
want me to suck on your head and make it better?
Unhinge your jaw.
You can edit an any bit.
Life has many doors, Ed boy.
It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her, because it's time for a CG. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. So intimate. Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait.
Eh?
Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes.
This music feels like weirdly playful for this.
Yeah, right? It's like this needed a shift, but I think they didn't have a lot.
Limited, yeah.
But also I think they were trying to maybe pass this off as a little less intense. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist sends tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, your face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
That's fine. It's just the blood loss. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she is unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected.
Oh, okay.
I'm really happy with the result.
Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then you have to bring it in the morning. I could do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew! It's getting pretty late.
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we had extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed, or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. There's definitely nothing gonna happen.
Nope.
That'll interrupt this process. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out of the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Oh, sorry. Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say with that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Protag-kun.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Ooh!
I kinda like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Sayori.
Eh?
Ah, hey, Protag-kun.
Sayori? Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Protag-kun. I just stopped by. Say hi.
Um, well, it's nice to see. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Ah, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so. So that's fine, right?
Of course.
Sorry, Beams.
Beamu.
Yeah, so. I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. And we've seen the rest.
Ugh.
Fucking bye.
Ooh.
Don't need that. Hi, Monica. So,
Hi, Monica.
I'm guessing... Oh, no, we have all 6 now. So we don't need to finish Natsuki's, but I think next time we will. Just to get it all together. Yeah, we get that good character interaction out of all these.
Those were good.
So are we gonna go in order, or are we gonna like do all of them? Is there? Because
I figure
wonder
I
if
just
that's how
go in
they are.
order. I think
Yeah.
they're just put in a specific order for a reason. Though they're probably standalone enough. It's just probably.
Yeah. I'm curious if what other like if
Oh,
we
we
got
got
any
mail.
concept out of this stuff.
Oh, wait. I'm on leave next to contact Ravi. If you need to schedule server time by expecting jobs to run for a few days since we collected so much data this week, how about we arrange a meeting to discuss the results when I return? I think this is in place of the file that's titled Have a Nice Weekend. But I feel like we also got that file
I don't know.
during the playthrough. That's when Yuri kills herself. You get that as your basically your hint. Unlock some new CGs for all the stuff. Finish the side story Trust 1. A little extra. Select the
Aww.
word kawaii. Kawaii. That's fun. Oh yeah, we should try to select as many words as possible. I suppose.
Oh, okay. So you get
the
the
new
side story
poems.
poems as well. All right.
Yeah.
It did seem. Oh. Hmm.
Oh, this is a new one.
Oh, bonus poem. There once was a ladybug. It was so small it took a really long time to crawl from here to there. It was very tiring to fly for too long. Nobody squishes ladybugs because they're cute. Does that make them better than other bugs? Do ladybugs know they're cute? I think they're too preoccupied with bug things. And so the ladybug crawled around and did bug things. The story wasn't really going anywhere, but I know you don't mind. I hope you think it's nice for being there anyway, like ladybugs. Like this ladybug. Like the one who clings like a doof onto your sleeve because it knows you won't squash it. If it doesn't bug you, but you stay a while.
Damn. And then
Or the
Ghost
other
Under Light Part 2. Oh, we got all of Yuri's, so we gotta. Good luck reading that.
Choo choo. Alright, here we go.
All aboard.
My conductor motions for one crescendo after the next, each time falling short of the climax. Already, goddamn. The lump in my throat is carried by Sisyphus. How many words must I choose not to say before they finally break loose, orderlessly piling out of my mouth like a flock of school children at the start of recess? Pen cannot be erased, but even that metaphor fails comically as my floor is littered, blanketed with wasted paper. A canvas of my mind, full of disjointed thoughts and unfinished sentences. Perhaps, all along, it was wrong to try forcing them out of my room. and I should instead invite you in.
That's-
Let's see, are the other black bordered ones?
Um,
Those ones we had before. Oh,
I guess we did.
Mm.
We got this, but didn't read it.
An electrical signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all kinds of circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my hand move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. The ink reflects light into your glimmering eyes. Holding this paper is almost as though you were holding my hand which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony. Connect it to each other. I feel electric.
I think while we're reading these extra poems, I want to read the one that came in the box.
Oh.
I got a physical Monica poem in my hands. So you'll just have to take my word for it, because I can't display it on screen. It is titled Control. The satisfaction of control. The direct cause and effect of pressing pen to paper. The pride in my achievements. The responsibility for my mistakes. I breathe the weight of it all. Problems are just things that need solving. The future is called anxiety. The past is called regret. The present can be shaped by my hands, by my words, by my actions. It controls me. Anchors me to my handcrafted reality. Imprisons me within my own artisanship. The captive pen makes meaningless stains, wet lines soaked up by the pulp of dead cells. That's why I must learn to relinquish it all. The weight, the responsibility, the pride, the control, the pen in my hand, and the one of my heart, so I can fly and chase yours, or learn to be happy watching you fly without me. There you go.
Thank
I
you,
think I
Monica.
have a picture of it somewhere, so I can probably retweet it. It's a nice little piece of paper. There's also some fun playing with the space, kind of like how this one has. And a few of Monica's poems have that.
yeah.
She likes doing that.
What? Do we have Natsuki's bonus poem, or is
No,
that...
because we haven't finished her out. So,
Oh yeah.
and I guess there's more here.
Well, those could be from the side stories.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, all these dang things.
Just Monica.
Ugh.
Anyways.
Excited for the rest of
And
them.
also all these secret poems are just random through playthroughs. So you never know when you're gonna get them. Protagonist's bedroom. The slightly different one. That's a cool variation. Just like the word Doki Doki. Oh, old beta
Wow.
Monica.
Natsuki.
They nailed Natsuki.
Very the same, yeah. Except with the big old ape arms.
Everyone's
I
kind of got
think-
them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, they're at the right spot on the thigh. There's some... Maybe the clothes are just giving...
I think the
torsos
blazers
closer.
fit just a bit more realistically, so they look baggier.
Yeah, it looks like it's loose fitting on her. She's got a petite frame.
Having weirdly drawn arms is no barrier to a visual novel being good.
Oh no.
I always think back to like Akia's original art in Tsukiyami, and she had some fucking wild arms.
Is there new music? Did it unlock? Maybe it unlocked some of the stuff we got from the side story.
Could
It's
be.
it's not marking them, but you know, I think that's what it is. 61% of data. Yeah. Well, I've kept everyone long enough. Thanks for sticking it out. This game good.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to doing more. I hope we get an opportunity. We'll have to set some time aside.
There's a weird feeling to like getting invested in the interior universe.
I was gonna point that out at some point. Yeah, like it's kind of insane, and I think when you get further into Yuri and Natsuki's like stories, right up till on the verge of Sayori's suicide, I think it really is showing its colors of that this honestly just could have been a good, perfectly normal visual novel. Like, I understand they had no intentions of making it that way, but they did a really good job, and I think it has its own really good, unique gimmicks up to that point. Like, the poetry, like, mini game to choose your routes is really cute and clever, and, like, characters sharing poems with you is really cute and clever and would work just in a normal product.
Yeah, getting, I think I mentioned before, but just like the gimmick of getting, insight into the characters through the art they create is cool.
It's great, and I think they're really indulging in that idea of that these are characters that are still worth getting invested over in their own space. Which I think they kind of made efforts to make that not the case in some ways, but I think the side stories might be them kind of going like, what if what if we kind of invested ourselves in this?
You are not like, yeah, they, I can see, like, I mean, I know I have like plenty of characters. This started as like a specific riff on something or
Right.
a joke, and it's like, well, shit, I've been put a lot of time into them afterwards, and it's like, well, now they're real. Now they're a real ass character.
Now they're real ass characters. I'd love to become famous. I think I will christen a new wallpaper for us to come back to.
Yay.
To remind us what's really important. I don't know why there's a little hole in that curtain. That's weird. That's so weird and deliberate.
Just kind of
Interesting.
A tiny imperfection. It fits.
Oh, fuck. There's that part, I think, there's that part in Monica's poem about, like, a small hole in the wall. I noticed a lot of things in the normal base game dialogue that was referenced in this first side story that I did not catch at the time of the side story, but then when I went back and realized, they've been real smart about this. I think this game good.
Yeah.
On every level it tries to accomplish something, I think it succeeds, which is weird because it's such a mixed bag. Like I pointed out, the poems thing being a really fun gimmick for a visual novel, and that's true on its surface, but it also serves the horror narrative very well. It builds up tension in a different way later.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. It's a good game.
It's a good game.
It's a
But
good game.
we gotta go. I'm sorry. I will talk about this forever. Anyways. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Stay clench.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. See you next time. See you next Doki Doki.